Okay, I have literally recorded this video like 10 times. I keep restarting it because I'm a perfectionist, but I'm tired of doing it. So this is it. This is the one. Alright, for the record, I just wanted to mention that I never set up the tripod or the camera in my room, talk to it face to face like this. I'm usually recording myself working out or working out. Like, I never do this. Got the light going, I got the natural light going, I got the tripod, so yeah, we're doing it. So welcome to today's video. For those that don't know, new people, my name is Danielle, also known as _DannyCakes on Instagram. Yeah, let's hop right into it. So by the title of this video, which I don't know what I'm gonna name it yet, but anyways, by the title of this video, I have enlisted into the United States military, and the military branch that I ended up choosing was, wait for it, the Marine Corps. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I chose the hardest, most challenging branch of them all. Yeah, I'm enlisted. I have sworn in. My enlistment date is August 22nd of 2019. It happened on a Thursday. It was a very, very long day, but that'll be a different video, so stay tuned for that one. I'm currently a future Marine, also known as a Poolee, in the DEP, Delayed Entry Program. That's Poolee, P-O-O-L-E-E. And pretty much for the next 3 months, I just have to, show up, check in, do PT, continue to, show up, be a hard worker, don't give up, and just really prove to my recruiters that I'm ready to go to boot camp and that this is what I truly want. That's what I'm doing right now. I wanted to go over in this video pretty much why I enlisted and give y'all a few little backstories here and there of how I got to this point, and just kind of go through a brief timeline. Don't want to take up too much of your time, but I just wanted to, update y'all on with what I'm doing. So yeah, why did I join the military? Why did I join the Marine Corps? Probably since middle school, definitely high school. I have always loved, admired, and respected any man or woman in uniform that fights and represents our military. I respect them so much, and in high school I was really considering it, but I never took advantage of the opportunities that I encountered. I remember back in high school, there would be many recruiters from all branches that would come out to my high school and set up booths and stuff, and I don't know why, I was just intimidated. I should have taken advantage of that opportunity, but I didn't. But I just never asked them questions, never reached out. I never took the ASVAB. I've had plenty of family members, plenty of friends in the military, and just love the idea and all the experiences that they've shared with me. I think I'll fast forward to the day I actually met my recruiter. So the day I met my recruiter, I'm looking at my calendar, probably Monday afternoon. I was at work, and I work in retail, and I was working as a cashier, and I remember he came through my line, and he was in uniform, and I started asking him questions about his MOS, his experiences, what he likes about the Corps. Unfortunately, it was really brief, so he ended up just giving me his card, and that was the end of that. But literally 10-15 minutes later, my manager comes around and she's like, hey, that gentleman wants to go speak to you, you can get off register and go talk to him for a few minutes. I'm so grateful that my manager let me go talk to him for 5-10 minutes, and he pulled me to the side. We did a very brief 5-10 minute screening. He was just asking me brief questions any tattoos, piercings, medical history, my schooling, and just such things like that. I ended up I don't know how to describe it. I ended up just being good to go. So he was like, okay, well, I'm gonna meet up with you really soon so we can talk more in person and in a more relaxed setting and sit down face to face. So I still had his card, I had his contact information, and we ended up setting a physical meeting that Friday. So I met him on Monday, and we had a physical meeting on Friday. I was really stoked, I was really excited, and I was like, alright, cool, this is my first meeting with an actual military branch. And I was like, cool. I got a meeting with the Marines. I was excited because, you know, I hadn't talked to a recruiter yet. And then what's really funny is that like that same week, like I think that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I ended up checking out other branches as well. So I finally took the next step. I finally went into the other branches and wanted to see what they were about as well. Because at this point, I hadn't made the decision yet of which branch I wanted. So yeah, I went to go check out Air Force and Army. And like I said earlier, no hate to any of the other branches. I love and respect all of them. I think we're all, you know, important. We all have different objectives. We all have different strengths, and we're all needed, you know, in the United States military. With that being said, when I went to the Air Force, when I went to the Army recruiting offices, I just felt like it wasn't for me. I remember going into the offices and really not being like I belong there. But yeah, I think that Wednesday I actually took my first practice ASVAB with the Air Force, and I ended up getting like a 49. But yeah, I took a practice ASVAB with them. I remember that. But I remember just, you know, getting information and then leaving. But then fast forward to that Friday, I finally have a meeting with the gentleman I met at work on Friday morning. I think it was like 9 or 10 a.m. I remember going to the recruiting office, like I was pretty nervous and like kind of, you know, intimidated because I've heard so much about the Marine Corps that they're, you know, intimidating and challenging and, you know, but yeah, I walked in and I immediately felt like this whole different type of energy and different type of feel than the other branches that I went into and experienced. I remember there were other poolies outside like doing PT. It was a really good atmosphere. So I saw my recruiter and we sat down and had a really great conversation, probably like an hour. Had the meeting, it went great, and I just kind of like remember leaving the recruiting office like, you know what, like I think this is the branch for me. So fast forward, we had like multiple other meetings together and just getting more information and more information. And I remember just like always asking him questions about everything, and he was just like, oh my gosh, Saldivar, like you always have a question. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, like I just gotta know. And he's like, I'm just kidding, like he knows. What else? So yeah, probably like after that first meeting we had, probably like a week, probably 2 weeks after that, I finally told him. I went into his office on a Monday and I was like, I'm doing this, like sign me up, enlist me, get me into MEPS, and I'm ready. Like, oh, for those that don't know what MEPS is, it's a military entrance processing station. It's either entrance or entry, either or, same thing. But yeah, it's just basically a long process which you pretty much enlist and swear in. By the way, I'm going to be making a video about that, so stay tuned because it's going to be really funny. Anyways, I told him on Monday, like, I'm ready, let's go. So he was like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like, you know, he was doing all his paperwork for me. I remember like later that day or something, he was like, all right, I'll get you into MEPS on Thursday. So that was on Monday. So he was like, I'll get you into MEPS this Thursday. I'm like, wait, this Thursday? Like, I'm enlisting this Thursday. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, holy crap. And I was like, well, I'm doing it. Like, you know, might as well like go full force with it. So yeah, I had MEPS that Thursday, but I still had to take my official ASVAB. That was gonna be like my official score forever. So I remember I had the book. I've had the book ever since I made the decision. So I've had the book since like summertime. I'll probably leave the books that I chose down in the description box that helped me pass the ASVAB or helped me get a better score on the ASVAB. Anyways, I had the book. I continued to study like every night. And that Wednesday, I took the official, like legitimate ASVAB. That was gonna be my official score. I took it that Wednesday, same place at the recruiting office on the laptop in the room by myself. And it took about like 3 hours, I think. 2 or 3 hours. It was long. Yeah, so I submitted it, finished it, and I ended up getting a freaking 81, and I was like so freaking happy. I was just like, yes, like I wanted like at least to get an 80 or above. I had MEPS the next day. I had MEPS on Thursday. So yeah, that Thursday I woke up at like 3:30 a.m. or 4 a.m. Got to MEPS at Fort Sam at like 5 a.m. And yeah, oh my gosh, it was such a long day. I was up for like, I don't know. I was up for a long time. It was just a long ass day. But like I said earlier, I'm gonna make another video about that. Ever since that day, my enlistment day of August 22nd, 2019, I have been in the DEP delayed entry program as a poolee in the Marine Corps. So that's pretty much my journey up until this point. I also wanted to mention a few other things. Oh, my family, like I remember telling my mom, and my mom was like super sad. My mom cried, but she supports me, of course. And I remember telling my dad and my dad's side of the family. Yeah, they were like shocked, and at first they didn't really believe me, or at least my little sister, she didn't really believe me. Yeah, I was like, yes dude, like it's happening, like I'm doing it. And she was like, what? So yeah, all my family and friends support me, and I'm just super happy and grateful for you know, everything that I've encountered and all my experiences. I just also wanted to mention, like, I'm super grateful for my recruiter and my gunnery sergeant at my recruiting station in Live Oak, Texas. I'll leave that information down below and the address to the recruiting station if anybody's interested in joining the Marine Corps. Or you can always hit me up at my email, or if you know me personally, you have my number. So I just want to also like just throw this out there, like the whole reason why I'm doing this whole YouTube thing and having this like Marine Corps series is because I myself as an individual just want to like help other females that are interested in the Marine Corps, or males, just giving you my experiences, the knowledge that I've learned, and you know, the opinions that I have, because I just feel like it could definitely help and benefit anybody else out there that's wanting to learn, because that was me. And yes, I went on YouTube and found people who helped me out, but you know, there's some things that I didn't find that I was looking for. So yeah, with all that being said, I think that's pretty much it. Stay tuned for my next videos. I have some stuff filmed. I just need to like edit it and upload it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole video, I told you I wanted it to be brief, but here we are at 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Super grateful and appreciative. And I will see y'all in the next video.